This might seem a strange sentiment to express. The Nakba of 1948 resulted in the forced expulsion of over 750,000 Palestinians in a brutal process of ethnic cleansing and genocide, processes that enabled the founding of the State of Israel and continue to this day. Under the mandates of the Zionist settler colonial project, entire villages were wiped off the map. Horrendous massacres were perpetrated, and countless generations continue to be denied the right to return to their stolen homes and land. What is this, if not silencing? What of the 1967 Nekse, or setback, under which the Zionist state colonized the remaining 22% of Palestine, the West Bank, and the Gaza Strip, in addition to the Syrian Golan Heights, and established a brutal, modern regime of military occupation of these territories? It is usually in opposition to this particular militaristic occupation that the activist phrase "end the occupation" refers, even though all of Palestine is occupied and colonized. What about the Israeli occupation forces' murder and brutalization of Palestinian protesters during the First and Second Intifadas? The Israeli-facilitated slaughter of Palestinian refugees in Lebanon during the 1982 Sabra and Shatila massacre? Or how about 2008's Operation Cast Lead, a massive Israeli bombardment campaign of the Gaza Strip, the majority of whose population consists of Palestinians expelled from their homes in 1948? Cast Lead initiated a style of Zionist collective assault that would be replicated in 2012's Pillar of Defense, 2014's Operation Protective Edge, in 2021 and 2022, and of course during Israel's current ongoing genocide of Palestinians in Gaza that began in October 2023. What are all of these examples of settler colonial murder, assault, and land theft, if not the ultimate enactments of silencing, of erasure? The silencing of Palestinians by Zionist settler colonial violence and expulsion has always been facilitated by Western imperialist support for the Zionist project, first by imperial Great Britain and now the US, support that has necessitated its own modes of silencing, as official Western institutions manufacture consent for settler colonialism by excluding and dehumanizing Palestinians. The late Palestinian intellectual Edward Said laid what is still fertile intellectual terrain by exploring the political implications of Western cultural representation of Arabs and Palestinians, not to mention its artificial construction of the imaginary politicized geography of the East, or so-called Orient. It should come as no surprise to listeners that Said's words have been especially relevant to my thinking around the concepts explored in terms of servitude.